LoopCV is a first fully automated platform that identifies, matches, and applies to relevant roles on behalf of the candidates. And that's different at scale and in multiple platforms. So that's an interesting one. It's a total new thing.
Yeah.
Hi, George.
Hi, hello. Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Good to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm very curious on that one because there is a battle for talent, huh?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We are going to.
Man, I'm so happy with this one. So please pay attention. This is George from LoopCV. You've got 10 minutes.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm George. I'm a founder of LoopCV, and I want to present you what we have built, which is the first solution for automating the job search. So we realized that there are a lot of people like John. John wants to find a job, but he's very confused. There are a lot of platforms, a lot of tools to use, and it takes so much time to apply. So John has to do a lot of manual steps. He has to create a CV and apply for a lot of different profiles in different platforms, and he also wants to manually search for job listings that match his profile. And then after that, he also has to create emails, sending to different companies, and also fill the same forms again and again, asking the same questions, which takes a lot of time. And also, after waiting for a response from each company, he has to do that every day before having an interview with an employer. And that's what we identified. We talked with a lot of customers and with a lot of users of our platform, and we identified that this process is confusing for them, and they spend a lot of time on things that they don't matter, while it would be better to spend time improving their skills. That's why we built LoopCV, which is a fully automated process. So we removed those manual steps of searching for jobs and applying online, and we straight go on the last steps, what is response, having the client directly applying for a job with our automated solution. So now John is very happy because we apply on his behalf with our tool. So how it works, our solution has two main steps. On the first step, our customers upload their CVs and create one or more different job searches by defining their job search criteria, like title of the job they are looking, the location, and a lot of different other filter parameters that we have. The second step for us is to collect jobs from different platforms like LinkedIn, Indeed, and a lot of other different job boards. And then we match, using machine learning, this candidate with the opportunities that we find. And then we do that every day. We automate the process so that our customers don't have to do any kind of action in our platform. So this is currently how our dashboard works. We have a lot of different metrics so that we can help giving feedback to the candidate that is looking for a job by providing keywords that he should add on his CV. And we also have a very simple process of creating different job titles and different job searches in the platform. And then he can see a lot of different job roles and the metrics for each job position that he applies. What is interesting is that by doing this process, we realize that businesses also have this kind of problems. So there are a lot of boot camps and a lot of recruitment companies that want to help individuals find jobs. So that's why we created also a second product, which is a dashboard for businesses to invite their clients and manage their job search process. So we have boot camps that we are doing demo right now, that they invite their customers, people that have these career boot camps, and they finish the process, and they want to help them find jobs. And what is interesting with that is that there are also very big companies that have internal positions that they want to fill in, so they can add their employees, and we can find the best match for these positions that to be filled in. Our revenue model has two pillars. The first one is the B2C subscription model, which means that we charge for a small subscription our clients to automate their job search. On the B2B side, we partner with businesses like bootcamps and revenue and recruitment companies so that we can offer them our solution for their clients. And currently, we are also building a white label solution so that they can put their logo and their brand, and they can add their clients on board to help them manage this process. The job search market is huge. We have millions of unemployed people in Europe, and our first starting point is the software engineers in Europe. There are hundreds of positions, and there are a lot of companies that are looking for these people. We also identify recruitment companies of $15 billion business where bootcamps and businesses can leverage our solution to improve their efficiency and their process. How we go to market is we use online groups and communities. We have a lot of content created to help our customers change jobs, change careers, and we also partner with job boards to connect with them and provide the ability to empower their customers, their users, with an automated job search process. And as you can see in the last bullet, we are also offering our B2B solution to bootcamps and recruitment companies by doing demo with them and adding slowly their clients in our tool. The competitive landscape has a lot of different tools. JobScan and Hunter, the first two, as you can see, they help our clients organize their job search and optimize their their resume by using keywords. And Hire Club is more on the career mentoring side. LinkedIn and Indeed, of course, they are used to apply for jobs, so they have a lot of different positions and they collaborate with companies. Our tool is the first automated job search platform, so we integrate a lot of these features from these platforms, and we also offer the ability to our users to see the feedback when they apply. That was also another big problem. So people apply for jobs, but they don't get any feedback. They don't know what happens, what's wrong with their CV. So that's why during the process of applying, we collect various metrics like keywords or different statistics from different candidates, and we can give personalized feedback using our matching algorithm. This is the technical solution. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but what is important is that on the top side, we have the job parsing service, which connects with a lot of platforms, and the center of the system is the matching engine that uses jobs and criteria from the candidates so that we can find the best matching for each candidate. What is also important is that we take those jobs and we put them in front of the candidate, and he can vote what is good or bad. So he can like and dislike the jobs, and we feed this data again to our matching engine so that we can more personalize the job search criteria. Our customers can also add their own email templates so that they can send personalized messages to the companies and start building connections with them. So here it is. I'm not sure if it's very visible, but what you can see here are the three main components of our system, which is the scraping service, which connects job boards, the matching service, which is basically the matching algorithm, and also the apply service that is using forms to apply and emails that are personalized for each role. The existing traction on the B2C side, as you can see, we generated over 1,000 of MRR, so we have already a solution that is working. Our clients are very happy and they provide very good feedback, and we daily onboard about 200 users in the platform. On the B2B side, our tool is pretty new, so we have currently 3 demos with B2B clients, and we estimate this to give about 500 euros per business per month. And the way we calculate that is we estimate about 1 to 2 euros per client that is using our platform. So these businesses can onboard their clients, and we can help them find jobs faster, which, of course, is very helpful for those businesses. We also partner with a lot of different job boards, so we expect to launch different collaborations with College Link and Graduate Wise. These are job boards, and we estimate to get about 50,000 users in our platform. Our team is a mix of engineers and business professionals. Me, myself, I have scaled different businesses in the past. Eddie, our Chief Business Development Officer, is working on a HiBob, a recruitment company that is unicorn right now in the UK. And the rest of the team are senior engineers working on the machine learning space and the scraping service for Nokia and other big organizations. So currently the situation, I'm based in Belgium, the team is across Europe, and we also got an initial investment of EIT Digital of 15,000 euros to start our prototype. And we also participated in accelerators like Started KBC and other accelerators in Europe. So our focus now is to work on this product, which is the B2B offering. This is an example email just to showcase what we are getting as an input. We have a lot of businesses reaching out to us that they want to ask us to provide value for their clients. So this is from a bootcamp. They have thousands of users, and they want to help them find a job after they graduate from the bootcamp. So we see that our solution has a great fit, not only on the B2C setting, where we tested our machine learning solution, but also on the B2B side, where we can help businesses like bootcamps and recruitment companies automate their processes and find jobs for their users. So this is LoopCV. We help users put their job search on autopilot, and we are also working on the B2B setting to automate the search of people. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, what a driving CEO. This is a thunderstorm. This is great. It's great to see people like this. Huh? And I'm so happy you have a solution on the other side.
Yep.
Because it's not just for unemployed people, it's also for employed people
Exactly.
who don't have the time to search and to do this.
Yeah, that's also very interesting. We have a lot of people that are what we call passive job seekers.
Yeah.
So they don't search actively for jobs, but they want to have a solution like this so that they can connect with companies, and because they don't have the time every day to go on LinkedIn and other platforms, right?
You have to stop this guy. It's a machine. It's a machine. And there's a B2B side, which I'm very curious about. But it's not about me asking questions. It's about the jury.
Yeah, of course.
All right. There we go.
Right.
20 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I'll hand it over to the jury immediately. Maybe start, okay, Joël.
A question. So basically, if I understand it right, you are a meta job platform.
Yep.
So if I'm looking for a job, just by going through LoopCV, I don't have to go to Indeed and LinkedIn, it all coming together. Okay.
Exactly.
The second question is, how much does it cost? Do you already know that to find a new customer looking for a job? Because honestly, after 3 to 4 months, they find a job and they are not a recurring customer. So how are you going to, how did you calculate that it is working out for you?
Yeah.
Finding new customers, which is expensive, and then with the fact that they probably will be there just now and maybe in 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So we realized that this is a huge problem. So the churn rate, we estimate that currently our customers spend 3 to 4 months before finding a new job, and the lifetime value is approximately 100 euros per client. And this can work for us because we have about 10 euros for each client, so the cost of acquisition. And we do that by creating content and ads for these customers. But that's also why we want to shift a bit on the B2B settings, where we have a lot of businesses and recurring customers coming from those businesses, so that we don't have to spend a lot of money on advertisement to bring these customers in. We also have a lot of affiliates. We have, for example, a lot of LinkedIn career coaches that spend time with customers to improve their CV, and then they put them in our platform. So that's also very good for us because we don't have to spend effort and time to bring these people in.
Would that also work for governments?
Yeah, we actually have a demo with the UK government. The interesting part with our solution is that we can connect easily to any job board, so to any platform that has jobs, and we have an organization, a public organization, that asked us to fill positions on the unemployed space. So we connected a specific job board for these people, like blue-collar jobs and so on, and then we can use the same service for those customers as well. And they can use their brand and their logo to have a platform to manage those clients and to engage with them, finding the best fit for those jobs.
All right, Erik?
Yeah, quick business question, a technical question from me. On the business side, you mentioned B2C, B2B2C, and B2B.
Yep.
Where is your focus?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So we started with the B2C because we wanted to gather a lot of data to improve our machine learning algorithm and our product, because we haven't been ready for the businesses in the beginning. After 1.5 years building our product and our solution, now our focus is on the B2B side. So the same product with an extended set of features can be used in businesses, helping them onboard their clients to new jobs. So the same product that we have for individuals looking for a job can be used in a B2B setup. So that's where our focus is now.
Okay. Might also want to consider businesses as end customers themselves. For example, larger corporations might actually use the matching for internal mobility, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
And then a technical question, you rely heavily on APIs to do job parsing and the scraping of the different sites, LinkedIn, Indeed.
Yep.
Do you have agreements in place to read those data because they're not necessarily all open?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So initially we started by doing scraping, so which we know that it's a gray zone. Some businesses don't like that. Now we have the first agreement with Jubel, so that we use their API, and that's our plan. So we want to become a bigger platform so that other businesses can also see the potential. What's an interesting point on this setting is that we have a lot of job boards that, for example, imagine that I'm a company and I pay a job board to publish my job position, right? So how these job boards make money is by providing this amount of users to these businesses. And if a business gets 5 CVs instead of 20, that's a problem of the job board. So we have contact with job boards, and they say, we don't care if this is automated, our clients get more CVs. They get more positions, and they get more customers on the same position. So that's why we believe that a lot of job boards are happy to collaborate with us, because we bring new CVs that are qualified by our matching algorithm to their platform.
Thanks.
Thank you.
First of all, your pitch was good. You are an enthusiastic entrepreneur, and it's
Thank you.
always good to see. I have just a comment, not a question related to the last question. I think you should improve your pitch because there is a slight confusion. You are trying to create a recurring business out of a non-recurring problem. You know, you don't look for a job every month. Once you have a job, and so that's why I understand your point about B2B and B2B2C, but I think the way you present it makes that part a bit confusing. So personally, I think the key to start this business is your B2C approach, getting young people or old people to find a job, and then extend that to B2B activities. But the pitch is not very clear about it. But otherwise, it's a good.
Yeah, that's a very good point. The thing is, we started with B2C, and we are still experimenting with the B2B. So we have a couple of demos with businesses, but we see that the churn rate is a big problem for the B2C setting. So that's why we believe the same product can be used on the B2B setting with the same tools and the same infrastructure that we have today to collect millions of job postings every day. Thank you.
All right. Then remotely, thank you, Valerie, for joining us, by the way. But Valerie is also from Microsoft, so there's some links with your business there. Perfect. But let's see who has questions remotely. Anybody has additional questions there right now? They still. Then I have one that actually I would like to add, because I don't think it's covered completely. And actually, there was a question to Mark. Not so much. I hope Mark. Yeah, Mark, you can. Can you hear me, Mark?
I can. Yeah.
Yeah. It's to do with the talent market in general. Global companies, like what I'm seeing, and I saw this in this company as well. What I'm seeing in the tech world is that people are starting to recruit global teams, right? So if I look at your team, you're based in Belgium, but you're the only one, I guess, from the team. And I see that with tech companies, the larger tech companies. I heard some stories recently of very young, very promising AI engineers that are actually being recruited away in Europe now from European companies by Google. I'll mention Google and not Microsoft out of courtesy, or SAP, globally, just reporting directly to the headquarters. Is that a trend that you see, and do you think we will really end, also in SAP, will we end up in a world where people are looking for jobs globally, essentially through these kind of tools? Do you see that happening there as well, or do you still have centers of excellence positioned also geographically within the company?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a mixture of both. I think we on one hand, we're being a lot more flexible in terms of, making sure that we get the right talent, irrespective of where the talent is based. So where historically we would have been very focused on not having sort of micro sites or micro satellites out there, and making sure that we have a sort of a certain threshold of people in a particular area. That's less important now. That said, we are also seeing that some of our employees are frustrated, having had 2 years working from home and working totally virtually. And as soon as they get the opportunity to come back and get into the face-to-face discussions, although it's clearly a different working model, but it's often easier to solve problems when you can just go and chat with somebody for 5 minutes rather than having to book a meeting for 30 minutes or a call for 30 minutes. So we're seeing both, right? And I think we are assessing our location strategy to make sure that we understand where the skill pools are and where we want to be. But we're not rigorous in terms of having to ensure that the employees that we recruit are in a particular region. We can be more flexible.
All right. Eric, what's your view on that from Microsoft's perspective right now?
I didn't pick up the last point. The sound was really bad, so can you please repeat?
Yeah. Well, the question was, do you recruit globally for your top engineers? Because this tool came out of IMEC. You were an engineer, so they're looking for the first market was top engineers, really trying to look for the best opportunities worldwide. Do you see that happening in your company as well right now?
That was also the reason behind my earlier question. I think first of all, typically you would have like large R&D organizations centrally organized close to HQ. That was the old world, let's say. Now we see them spread more over the world to have proximity to talent and pots of talent everywhere. But secondly, I also think there's an opportunity in terms of internal mobility. People that want to reskill, upskill, and go for other jobs, which might be in other areas as well. So I hear you on the B2C things. In terms of focus, you have to focus and start somewhere, but I do see the potential as well for a B2B setting. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, that was not that many questions, but that's a good sign, I think, because it was all clear what you were explaining. Yeah, good point. But it's about the king question, the most important question. I'd like to see some hands. So please raise the question, Wim.
The question before the break. Who's interested in this concept and wants to explore it further with the team of LoopCV? One, two.
1, 2.
And remotely.
3. Oh, that's 3.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay.
And Jürgen as well?
No, that was 3.
No, he was not.
We were counting 3. 3 hands. Okay,
Brilliant.
okay.
Thank you very much.
That's promising.
Thank you.
Thank you much for your presentation.
Thanks a lot.
Bye, George.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.